Okay, so for this project, you're going to need a blank Google Slides template or Google Slides. Okay, now the first thing that we're going to do is we want to make it to have as large of a space as possible. So you're going to go up into File, and all the way at the bottom here, it's going to say Page Setup. Okay, when you click that, there's going to be several different options. You want to be on widescreen, so that gives you the most space that we can work with. So click 16 by 10, okay, and then hit apply. It should largen it up. Now, the goal of our project is to create something like this. This is called an illustration, okay? An illustration tends to be very cartoony, not really realistic, okay? Now, as much as I would love for everyone to just go online and just cut and paste and, just say, oh, I found this little room, I'm going to put that there. I want us to build this house from the bottom up, okay? So on this next slide, I started to kind of build it, all right? And you're like, well, how did you get to that point? Well, let me show you how I got. So I'm going to start a new slide, okay? And I'm going to delete these. A couple of tools or a couple of things that I want you to kind of be aware of. All right, so first off is the insert image, all right? You can look for images through Google Images, or you could do it through here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was yum. Sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for some kind of background. I'm going to put cartoon, ocean, background. Let's see. Ooh, plenty of different things, okay? I'm going to make my house look like it is by the ocean. Okay, so I'm going to select that. Now, it might, size small, it might size large, but either way, we're going to put this to be all the way up and into the corners, okay? There we are. Now, there's a little bit of white, so I'm going to double click, and I'm going to crop it so there's no empty spaces, okay? There we go. So I've kind of created that as the background. Now what I need to do is I need to develop the house. Well, that's where all these tools are going to be, all right? So in here, there's plenty of tools that we can build our house with, all right? Now, if you're stuck, you're not quite sure, like, well, I don't know what kind of house I want to look up. Let's look up, okay, oh, there we go, illustration house, okay? Go images, all right? And you can see there's all different types of designs of homes that you can do, okay? Now, we're happily going to be doing the inside. So you might want to look for interiors, okay? Like this one, we can tell that this one has a lot going on. Okay, now that's pretty cool. We've got some lines here and everything else. These are very boxy, okay? So let's say if one of these is like your jam, okay? Absolutely, kind of use that as a, starting point. Still kind of like that one. Okay, so we're going to hop back to this one. All right, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to start shaping out my house. Okay, now I'm going to have my house be right here. Okay, yeah, it's going to cover over stuff, but you know what? It's okay. I need a roof. So let's see. What kind of roof shapes do I have? I can do, oh, there we go. Here and over and up. Okay. I'm going to use up all the space. Now, right now, these are kind of boring. Not a lot of color to them. So in order to color, you can custom, okay? As you know, as you move down this rainbow or the spectrum, hue, by the way, that word just means another word for color, okay? I'm going to look for a brown. Now, browns tend to be where the orange and yellows are, okay? There we are. It's just in a different color. So I'm going to put that there. Ooh, hot dog. Kind of like that little pop in the front that I had here, but you know what? It's okay. All right. I want this color to also be here too. All right. And I'm going to put a border on here. just because I kind of like that idea of it being very cartoony. And I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. Let's select that and go into the border. Nice. Okay, now let's start putting actual rooms in. All right. So when you divide your space up, you want to kind of think to yourself, what rooms do I need to show? All right, make sure you check how much you need to actually put in. All right, so do I need to have 3 rooms? Do I need to have 4 rooms? Do I need to have 5? Am I going to create multiple layers? Okay, am I going to only have 2? So all I did was I created that. I'm going to copy and paste. Bring this one up here. Like, well, wait a minute. How do you know how much thing is going to be what? I don't. Sometimes you just got to play around with it and see, what works the best. All right, so we have that. I'm going to move this one over. So that's going to be a bedroom. Copy and paste. Go up here. I'm going to make this a skitty bathroom. Maybe not so much. And then I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to bring another one over here. And this will be, I guess, another bedroom over here. Okay. Oops. Put that back over. What? There we are. Okay. Copy and paste. And I'm going to bring this one over. All right. This is going to be my, I guess, dining room, kitchen, or whatever. You can always move around. So we kind of have our basic house. Now we can dress it up. As you kind of can see from some of these illustrations, they have different things on here, and you might have a chimney. You can get very creative in how you manipulate some of these things. I kind of like that. So let's see. We'll adjust that up. So let's say I want to put in a triangle. Where is the triangle? Oh, here it is. Okay, have that there. Let's say I want to put a window in there. I can put a circle. Okay. Woo! Let's try that again. I have to put a little circle in there. A window. If you want to put it in there. Okay. You can also look up a window as well. Great. So this is just basic on how to design your house. Okay. If you ever find that you start plopping things and somehow it's behind something else, when you select it and you hit double, 2 clicks, order is your best friend. Bring things to the front, okay? So for example, let's say I want to select a whole bunch. If you hit shift, it will take things out of your group, okay? Or if you hit shift again and you select the item, it will all come together, okay? So let's say I want to lower my house, so it's right there. Perfect. So I have my house, right? So this is how you can build your house, and you can always add things over it and all that. All right. One thing I do want to do is make sure that you have, you can have multiple houses if you want. You can always do this. Like, for example, let's say I really like this. I'm going to talk about this in my next video. You can copy, bring something over it and kind of model it, which is fine. So I kind of modeled mine. And that is absolutely fine. All right, so that's the end of this video. Now go on to the next one so you know how to decorate your house.